Thank you, Richard. Earlier this summer, WVUA's Todd Hoyer and I had a chance to sit down and chat with longtime Alabama practice referee Eddie Conyers. Conyers has been with the Tide since Bryant's early years at the Capstone. He described his first encounter with the legendary Bama head coach. Talk to us a little bit about, do you remember your first experience with Coach Bryant whenever you met him?
Oh yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, Carney Lashley, who was Coach Bryant, he handled the periphery details of Coach Bryant. He called me one morning and said there was a guy here in town named Gordon Pettis, who was an SEC official, and Coach Bryant had gotten him to come to practice the year before. As far as I know, Coach Bryant may have been the first person to ever do this, have officials in practice. I don't really know that, but he easily could have been. But his rationale was, if we get penalties, let's get them on the practice field rather than the ball game. And Pettis had gone the year before. Well, Pettis had moved to Birmingham. Carney called me trying to find Pettis. But Pettis and I worked together. And I told him he'd gone to Birmingham, and I think Carney nearly had a heart attack. He said, well, I got to have an official today. And he said, asked me if I officiated, and I said, yeah. I forgot to tell him I'd only worked 2 high school games in my life, and one of those was on the clock. But he said, we got to have somebody come out here. And I remember, and it's kind of ironic, but this very building we're in right now used to be a filling station. And there was a little restroom right around the corner here. I went in that restroom, changed in my uniform, and went to practice. And when I got there, one of the managers came up and said, Coach Bryant wants to talk to you. And I can't convey to you the terror and intimidation I felt. I walked across that field, and I remember I asked him, I didn't know what to do, you know, I was totally blank. And I said, Coach, what is it you want me to do? And Coach Bryant talked low and he mumbled, and he didn't say nothing twice to anybody. But I said, what do you want me to do? And he said something that sounded like, don't you go watch me, I'm blocking out. I don't have a clue. But I remember I said, yes, sir, I'll do that.